All right. All right. You didn't. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. I mean, but is it the right episode?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
All
I
right.
gotta
Well, cool. Nah, it's good, babe. It's good. For some reason, I thought you said I was filling it out. I don't know. Anyway.
Because, yeah, all that stuff was from
Okay.
Yeah.
So when was the last time we did the show? July 6th? August 6th? August 6th?
over a month.
Okay.
Yeah.
Less than a month.
Yeah.
All right. Let's get this thing started, man.
Let's do it.
Do it?
You-
All right.
did- I thought you need a sound check.
Nah. We
what?
haven't.
You going in with no sound check?
We haven't done anything in a month, so you haven't touched your mic in a month, so we're good.
Cross fingers.
All right, that started. This started. Everything started. Oh, blah 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 blah. Can you give me a blah 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 blah?
Blah, 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 blah.
All right.
I thought we weren't doing that.
Oh, blah 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 blah. Can you give me a blah blah blah? I just want to make sure that we were going through. Everything was being recorded. So, but anyway. All right, let's get it going.
Coming to you from Louisville, Kentucky.
It's the ValentineCast with your hospitaling couple, Jay and Renee Valentine.
Today is Monday, September 3rd, 2018.
And this is episode 248. What's going on, everyone?
Hey.
How's everyone doing? It's been almost a month since we have been.
I know.
We have done the show. There were a couple of Mondays where I was actually working, and there was a couple of other Mondays where life was just
Life hammered us.
hammering us pretty hard, you know. So,
You know,
but we're
life
here.
just can't chill.
But we're here now. We're here now. That's what counts. Happy Labor Day.
Happy Labor Day.
Now, Labor Day is just an American holiday, right?
Yes.
Happy Labor Day to everyone.
Yeah. I think it's here. It's popular in the United States of America. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Happy
Honors
Labor
the American labor movement.
Day. Yeah. So,
Thanks for everybody who has a job.
yeah, man. Yeah, appreciate that. But yeah, so my lovely wife Renee, for you all that may not remember us, I'm Jay.
It's been a long month. You may have forgotten.
I'm Jay, and we're here today to talk to you about our life here in Louisville, Kentucky, with some nerdy twin having, gaming, drinking, anxiety-filled lives.
Wow. You make our lives sound so exciting.
I know it started off exciting for a minute, right?
But so the craziest thing that happened this past month.
Yeah.
The coolest thing.
All right.
Let's start with good news.
All right.
Let's start with
okay.
the sandwich.
All right. So let's
sandwich.
all right. So let's do this. Who do we have with us in the Valentine?
We'll start by that. Hey, Valentine.
We got JK with us.
We also have Zabi,
What's up, Zabi?
Decaf Smurf.
Yep.
Do we know Decaf Smurf?
I don't. I think he may be from one of the other streams. So.
Hey.
Yep.
Mana Team 6.
Yeah,
and
Mr. Fisher.
Slow Cool.
Slow cool. I want to be slow cool. But yeah, I am actually. I wish I could see how I could. I need to talk to Shaz so Shaz can teach me how I can see who's streaming me, who's rebroadcasting.
Give me some Shaz lessons.
You know that Shaz knows like the man.
He is the expert. At all
He
this, all
is
these
the
things.
expert. I'm gonna go over to his Twitch real quick.
Are you really in the middle of our
I'm
show?
gonna see, but it's not
Seriously?
gonna come on. Let's see.
That is so irresponsible.
Oh, yeah, he's not. I think his stream is starting. Oh man.
That is so irresponsible.
Ooh, he about to stream.
Can we come back to our show?
Stay here with us.
Yeah. I mean, I'm cool if it's just us.
Right.
You know, I kind of got used to having, one or two people in the Valentine room.
Oh yeah. Wait a minute. He's offline, so I don't know what that is.
Okay. But
Oh
anyway,
yeah, he's not streaming. It's not rebroadcast. It's all good.
Jazz No Show.
You said the Jazz No Show. That's my boy.
I know.
Well,
Y'all
yeah.
got a little thing going on.
Yeah.
Special thing. Special relationship.
All right, so let's do this. So we're gonna do the good news. We're gonna do the news sandwich.
Let's do the best news.
All right, so the best news.
I have a new niece.
Oh, we have a new niece.
She's so cute.
She is.
Her name is Camille Ava Huntley Moore. For those of you all who don't know, Huntley is my mother's maiden name, so it was very special.
Mm-hmm.
And she's so freaking cute, and I cannot wait to go and see her and smell her head.
No.
Oh, I bet she smells delicious.
Just don't eat her.
I'm not. I'm a numb on her cheeks though.
Well,
She has these big old fat cheeks. that I wanna
You
numb on.
already have them scared. You already talked about eating kids in the family text.
I mean, but there's some scientific reasons
Mm-hmm.
behind that. So, all right. So that's the best news. Congratulations to Deidre and Chris.
Yep.
And August is happy to be a big brother. All right.
Yep. And as well as Ethan
Yes.
again.
And Ethan.
And I'm just
big
going to
brother
take a
comes
moment
too.
right now, and I'm going to point out to everyone that may have been here for the show at the very beginning. You probably saw Renee pouring something over there.
I was about to go into this before we go into the bad news.
Never mind. Let's go to the bad. Okay, go ahead.
So
go for
I'm drinking wine. Ah!
Renee, what?
For those
She's
of y'all
drinking
who
wine.
For those of y'all who know me, no, I don't like wine or beer or most liquors really. But Jay found a wine that is basically sparkling apple juice.
It's not
Seriously,
grape juice.
Sorry, sparkling grape juice. I mean,
It's just a sweet Moscato.
it's a very sweet Moscato.
That is not very sweet.
It's not. There's
No,
sweeter ones.
There's sweeter ones.
Why do you give me those?
Because I'm trying to move you away from that to where you can get some of the other stuff. I'm trying to move you from sweet wine.
You're trying to shift. You're trying to do the shift.
you. I mean, that's kind of how as how it happened with Kim and Danielle.
So this one, Moscato.
Moscato,
It sounds like most ghetto. I'm just
but it's supposed to be a play on Moscato, which is a
yes,
type of
I get
wine.
it. Delicate sweet wine, 100% refreshing Italian grapes. So it's super good, and I'm glad that I can find a wine that I like, so I could come home and say, go home and have a glass of wine. It just sounds so awesome.
It sounds very like you're very cultured. And tell me, like, what kind of wine do you like? Oh, I like sweet Moscato.
Sweet Moscato. And Jay like, man, you so black.
It's not. I did say that, but I was
You did
joking.
say that.
I was really joking. Oh, God.
That's like, yes, I am.
Like, look, you gonna quit shaming me for being black.
Like, yeah, I'm black.
And I'm drinking double T Chardonnay is what I'm drinking right now.
Double T Chardonnay. What does the double T stand for?
That's the winery.
Mm.
That's the winery. But Chardonnays, I tend to like the ones that been rested in oak barrels.
Of course you do.
Because it gives it a butterness. It's like buttery. It has a buttery mouthfeel, and it actually tastes a little bit like butter. Renee's like dubious of it.
Why would we want a mouthful of butter? Have you ever
It's
tried
not
to
a
taste a mouthful of
mouthful-
butter?
It's not a
That's
mouthful
terrible.
of butter. It's like
butter
eating
is
a
meant
piece
to
of
be
toast.
complimentary.
That's what I'm saying. That's what it's
You
like.
said it tastes like a mouthful of butter.
I didn't say that. I said it has a mouthfeel of like butter. Like sometimes like it'll get
like greasy.
no. We call that is that's viscosity, babe. It's not greasy. It's viscosity.
I'm just saying.
You get that oily feeling in your mouth.
I mean,
but no.
butter is slippery and oily, and I remember I took a big old bite of margarine when I was younger. Blah!
Yeah.
Like, it's great when I put it on, like, bread.
Yeah.
You get a big old blah!
So, Manatee 6 says, Jay's fondness for Oak leads me to believe he was a beaver in a past life. I may not have been a beaver in a past life, but I do love beaver in this life. Oh,
I didn't know if you were going there.
why wouldn't I?
I don't know. And Amanda Team 6 was setting you up. I knew he was.
Mm-mm.
There's no way.
I don't think. Oh no, there's a good chance. Could have been.
That's a. So bad news. Wah, wah, wah.
All right, here we go to the bad news.
So I was driving home from seeing my niece. Not my new niece, my other not as new niece. And as I was coming home, the car just lost all power.
Yeah.
I couldn't steer. I couldn't brake. Nothing. I was freaking out because I was on a relatively busy street.
Right.
So I was like, oh my God. But luckily that there was enough room in the median to kind of pull over. But I tried to start it up and started up almost right away. Freaked me out.
Right.
But it was doing things.
Did it remind you of the Dewey the Damn Blue thing?
Yeah. And it was kind of just, it was doing this weird thing when it would gear change, it would like shift down and then back up. It was such a weird thing. So I went home. I was like, oh no. I told Jay, and he was like, oh. So we took it to the car shop.
Well, no. So then I was like, okay, I'll take it out here in a bit. You know, I waited like an hour. I can't remember what I was doing, and I was like, I'll check it out in a little bit and everything. So I finally got him. Like, oh, let me go see what this car is doing. So I jumped in the car, didn't take the car seats out like Renee had suggested.
I did suggest that.
And I was like, I'm going to take the car out and everything. So I drove through the cemetery near our house. Drove for like a mile and it didn't do anything. And I was like, well, you know what? I'm going to go up here to Costco and put some gas in and see what happens. So start heading up to Costco and I was like, okay, I'll go in and go behind Coast Air Children's Hospital and pick up a couple of Pokestops and stuff. You know, because I wanted to drive it. So I get behind the hospital and it turns off. Like Renee said. I was like, oh, wow. Okay, here we go. Finally.
Here we go.
So I put it in park. I try to start it up and then like it doesn't want to start up. And I'm kind of like, what the hell? So I look real quick and I'm just like, this is really weird. So I kind of just Googled because Renee had told me this happened before. So I was like, well, let me see what it could be while I'm just sitting here. And so I looked it up and it was like, oh, it could be a security thing. Turn the car to the on position, and we had to push start. Put it in neutral, and then step on the brakes and try to start it. Did that. Boom, started up. I'm like, ha ha! You know, freaking security thing. I know what to do. So I drive a little bit more, and then don't forget to turn down the background music. Is the background music alive?
Maybe a little.
Is it?
Maybe a little, yeah.
Okay. So I turn around. So I'm turning around to get the other Pokestops, and it turns off again. And I'm like in this valley. So long story short, it keeps turning off on me, and I'm unable to get anywhere. After it gets to a point where I'm like on this busy street, and I have to let it roll back and get out of the street, and then throw it in reverse and go over this hill and into a parking space, and just leave it.
Yeah.
You know, and just a huge shout out to Elizabeth for picking me
Yes.
up.
Thank you, Elizabeth.
For picking me up and bringing me back home with the car seats and everything. So
with the car seats.
So we ended up taking it to the shop. Well, we took it to CarMax because we have MaxCare and we have AAA.
Right.
And they were like, CarMax was like, we're like 2 weeks behind. It was kind of like, what? It's like, yeah, we're 2 weeks behind. Da 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 da. And it's just like, this is
like,
crazy.
we can't wait 2 weeks for our.
Then I was like, well, if I'd known that, I probably just could have taken it to my dealer. I mean, to up to Springdale.
Right.
And they was like, oh, you can do that. You pay the same thing. Blah blah blah.
Oh, nice.
I was like, okay, cool. So had to get it AAA over to Springdale. We thought it was the totally integrated power module, which is like the brains of the car.
Mm-hmm.
They call it tip 'em. But right now, all they had was like a check engine light for the choke sensor. The crank sensor is what it was, what they ended up replacing. And it hasn't happened again.
Yeah, and we've been driving it all day and all weekend.
Yeah.
So maybe that was it.
So hopefully that was it.
We'll see.
But we'll
So
see.
that was our bad news. Our bad news is basically dollar bill, y'all. That
Yep.
we had to put out.
Yeah.
It's expensive. Cars can be crazy expensive. So I don't have any good news for the last part of my sandwich. It can be an open face sandwich, or we can just move on with stuff. Do you have any good news?
So if it's an open face sandwich,
The bad news is on top.
why is the bad news on top? Because the stuff on top is what should be good.
Well, if you think about it, when you maybe
Yeah,
It
man.
depends on how you eat it. If it's like on toast or something, you're able to pick it up. then
That's
your
not how
tongue-
you eat an open face sandwich.
I'm just. Are you saying you can't eat an open face sandwich like that?
No, because the stuff on the top is supposed to be so huge that you can't pick it up. That's why it's open face.
So who are you to dictate the laws of open face sandwiches?
Dude, I'm telling you, open face sandwich is supposed to be like huge on top. Unless you're gonna talk about, oh, this is a piece of toast with an egg on top. Unless you're saying that the
Is that not an open face sandwich?
see what I think. But who wants an egg sandwich? A little egg sandwich.
I do. I would have my toast and my avocado and my egg. Open face sandwich.
How do you eat it though?
I pick it up.
Do you eat it like this? Like people talking on their cell phone, then when they're in the car, they're on speaker and they're like, yeah, because they look like they're eating something. Whatever, babe.
Anyway, so
Good news. Let's see.
do you have some more good news then?
Well,
Tomb Raider's coming out soon.
there you go.
Whoop, whoop. And I plan on taking a day off work to play it.
What? Yeah. Oh, that's the Friday before we go to. That's the Friday before we go to Ohio Renaissance. I'm taking that Friday off too.
What are you gonna do?
Not watch you play Tomb Raider.
Not watch me play?
Nope.
No. Well, I know you're not. But
Oh, no.
That's what I was asking what you were gonna do.
Maybe I did win a walking tour for bars downtown that I may do. I may do that.
Okay. Man of Team 6 said that your friend is gonna get some bracelets in 2 weeks. I have no idea what that means.
Some bracelets.
Like
in
that
2 weeks.
whole sentence
Oh,
makes no sense to me.
Oh, yeah, you know what that is.
I do?
You know what that is.
Who, me?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Bracelets in 2 weeks. Can you give me a hint?
World of Warhammer. You remember the news I told you?
Oh, that
Yeah.
old school, the thing that happened a long time ago?
It was a little bit ago. But
Yeah.
can't talk about it right now.
Yeah. But,
Hopefully we can talk about it soon.
huh.
Hopefully we can talk about it soon.
Huh.
Anyway,
Woo.
hopefully
Okay,
you guys
sorry.
will get to know soon. Sons of Anarchy and Justified.
We started, it's so funny. We watched like an episode of each.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why we only watched an episode of each.
Because we were watching so much TV, the DVR was filling up, and then, you know, it was just a lot going on. So we finished with the first season of Sons of Anarchy?
Yes, both. First season of each.
How did the first season of Sons of Anarchy? We got one more show.
No. We finished it. Did you fall asleep?
No. Okay. Anyway, so we finished the first season of Sons of Anarchy and Justified.
Which we have to go back and watch a few episodes because you fell asleep.
Nah, this is fine. I don't care. I mean, I'll catch up in season 2.
Okay. All right.
But Justified is really good. So the way we've been watching it is we'll watch one show and then we'll watch the next show.
Like
until the
Sons
end
of Anarchy, and then Justified.
right, until the end of Justified. Justified was just getting really good,
So we just
and I just kept watching.
binge
I
Justified.
binged like the last 3 episodes of Justified, which kind of worked out because Sons of Anarchy leading up to the season finale until I can't remember what happened apparently, which I think I do remember, but I'm not quite sure. It'll all come back to me when we start watching.
So Timothy Oliphant is so cute with that little boyish smile he has, and he's funny. His like dry humor is awesome. Like when they were in a shootout and someone said, "How many are out there?" "More than one."
Well, more than one.
I was like,
Yeah.
it's good. Okay, so when Team 6 said that Justified started to feel really repetitive towards the end of season 2.
Yeah.
And I can say that this is not a spoiler, but they have a very bad guy of the week type setup, kind of like Scandal used to be when it first came out. Like they have a bad guy featured in one episode, and then they have this overarching story.
Right.
That goes over everything.
But I think the overarching story is gonna start playing more
into
I bet you, I have
like a Scandal did. Scandal became more about the overarching story turned into the main story.
I can kind of see that happening. But one thing that I've learned is that season 2 usually is a kind of a typically season 1's the first couple of episodes, you kind of like they're trying to get their feel and everything. Then it starts getting good. Then season 2 is kind of like a letdown because I was told that Sons of Anarchy that I can just skip season 2,
which is hilarious because everybody knows I will not.
Right.
So.
And I was just kind of like, so
I will not. So we'll see. But so we're deep into those two things.
Yeah, and then
currently,
and then Renee bought us a new game that came out last week called 2 Point Hospital.
Because we all need more games that we're never gonna finish, and
we're still playing No Man's Sky.
Oh God! And I'm still playing Horizon Zero Dawn. And yes, I still need to beat the final boss in God of War. Still.
So 2 Point Hospital, you end up
explain 2 Point Hospital. Yeah.
You are taking over these hospitals there's a lot going on and they need some help. And you coming in and you're like
very serious.
You're like the director of the hospital, but no, it's a lot of tongue in cheek stuff where it's like lightheadedness is because a person has a light bulb for a head. Yeah. So their treatment is they go into this deluxe thing and it screws their head off and puts a new head on them. And then like I got someone that has a head trip or ego, like an ego something. Mm-hmm. And it's like they have this big head and they're like walking around like movie stars like this. They have to go talk to the psychiatrist.
It's basically a resource management game.
Yeah. So you have to hire
there's tons of those on the iPad. That's what I was referring to when I said my game on the iPad.
Right.
Yeah, you have to make sure you have enough different resources to cover the incoming business, and you get to balance things.
Like this next hospital I'm on, I had to have enough general practice officers because my line was up to like 6 people and like 8.
That is insane. Like
I had to put a bunch of general practices in so they can come in and get diagnosed so that they can go and get treated.
Good tip. So now I know. Just put in a bunch of officers.
I was like, what? And then like someone got diagnosed with something and it was like we couldn't figure out what it was. There was like make more diagnostic rooms, diagnosis rooms, and it was kind of like, but what they meant was I need to put a cardiologist in. And like I had like 2 people die because
they needed a cardiologist.
They needed a cardiologist.
They didn't say that on their thing.
No, they never said cardiologist. They said more diagnosis room. And I was like, well, just send them to go get treated. If we're 80% sure, just send them to go get treated. They went to the pharmacy. The pharmacy was like, wah, wah, wah. And when the treatment fails, they're all like sad and they're walking out of the hospital with their head down like, I'm gonna go home and die. And it's kind of like, it's kind of sad a little bit when they're walking down the hospital. And they're like, shoulders are shrugged and their head hanging low.
Yeah.
Like I watched one guy just walk around the corner. I just clicked on him and just watched him. And the camera just followed him. I was like,
he went all the way home? He didn't die in the hospital?
No.
Oh. I thought they always died in the
They
hospital.
don't always die in the hospital. They end up leaving and they'll be dying, but they don't die on the street or anything. But
this is one of those games where they can just send out new content for a lot.
Right. Like people will die, and then sometimes they'll turn into a ghost, and then you have to have a janitor. Like the janitor's fixing everything, and he's emptying the trash bins and watering the plants.
Mm-hmm.
Like at one point, some of the plants were dying.
How many janitors did you have?
On this, right now
I had 2 on the first one, which proved to be too much.
On this one, so here's the thing: they'll tell you, "Do you have too many janitors?"
Yeah.
Some of them it's like as soon as you be like, "Oh, let me go out fire someone,"
then you get an influx of.
Then it's kind of like
I needed that janitor.
Yeah. It's kind of like
what? Hey,
it's fine
because janitors gotta take breaks. As soon as a janitor takes a break, everything breaks.
Yeah. And it's funny, like when they go take a break, it's like on break 21 days, and it's like counting down. It's like
do you play it on fast, normal, or slow?
Normal. But I use pause a lot too.
Yeah, I do fast when there's obviously nothing else to do. It's like, okay, nothing's happening. Everything's going pretty steady. And then I just speed it up. But so 2 Point Hospital, check it out. It is 30.
Like 30-some bucks.
30-something bucks.
Yeah.
It was on sale a couple days, like last week. Just a sale, but
yeah. So from what I understand,
it's a pretty chill game.
I think 2 Point Hospital, it's by Sega. And I feel like there was a game before it, but I cannot remember.
Speaking of game, do you know that game I play where I buy businesses and stuff like that?
So what?
The game I play, called Adventure Capitalist.
Yeah.
They have a version on Steam, which is pretty funny.
Okay, here we go. So, it's the spiritual successor to Theme Hospital from 1997.
Okay, I never played that.
Okay, all right. So, Theme Hospital was in 1997. It's a business simulation game. So, I guess, yeah, 2 Point Hospital is a business simulation game as well. So that's kind of cool. So, pretty fun. You know, I dig it. Just kind of a, like you said, kind of a chill game. So definitely check it out if you have some time and looking for a chill game. And we still are playing No Man's Sky. Renee informed me that there is actually an ending to the game.
Yeah, and Jay wanted to be spoiled.
Yeah, which was really weird. I even told Shazno. Shazno didn't know it was an end to the game. He thought it was a
just like a go on forever type game too.
Yeah. I mean, in theory, it kind of is.
Did you tell him what
it was?
He
was like he didn't care.
Oh, okay.
He just like, really? Oh, okay.
Did you care?
I
didn't care.
I mean, I watched the video after you told me about it. I watched the video and I was kind of like, okay.
Yeah.
And it was like, the ending is thought provoking. You know.
Who said that?
The developer and stuff like that. It's about how, and some people in the comments was like, just lets us know that, you know, the universe keeps going on without us. You know.
No.
You know.
It must tell you something that I didn't care if I was spoiled on it, because I know I will never get there. Literally, I spend so much time on a planet.
Right.
I even read a story about a guy who wanted to see if he could just play the entire game without using his rocket ship. So he found a good planet after they make you do certain things.
Yeah.
He just parked his little spaceship and he created a life for himself on his planet. He said it got a little boring because every planet doesn't have a good variety of different fauna and animals and stuff. So, but yeah, he just parked himself on and just explored, and he would like go to stuff that was like 2 days away and craziness.
On foot?
Yeah.
So what do you do? Did he like build shelter or anything like that, or
I guess, yeah.
or did he just?
If you have a terrain manipulator, you just have to
go into the ground?
Go into the ground and wait it out, which is a good.
I mean, I do that too, but
yeah.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, I'm like, nah. I mean, I go slow, and I will explore the planet a little bit, because there's no way you can explore everything on the planet. It's literally impossible. There's no way. It would take you like years.
He was walking to places that were 2 days away.
Yep.
Good Lord.
So walking to a place that's 2 days away, playing would take you probably about a week or two.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was special.
Oh,
so No Man's Sky, I haven't played that in a bit, but
that is crazy.
Being in Team 6, you really have to have a solid exosuit and multi-tool to not use your ship.
Have you played since
the inventory management would be horrible otherwise.
Have you played the next update? I know he had gotten it back when it first came out and everything.
There's a new update?
No, he bought it when it first came out.
Oh, okay.
It regained popularity when.
That's why I started playing it, because I had vaguely heard of it when it first came out.
Yeah.
It was all the rage.
Well, there was some rage, and then
like good rage.
No, it wasn't good rage.
Oh, it was bad rage.
Oh yeah. Oh,
all the rage I meant like in a good way. All the rage is a good thing.
There was a lot of rage before it got released, and then it released, and there was like bad rage. It was kind of like, you gave us what, But yeah, so I'm digging it still and everything else, but that's what we've been up to, folks. I mean,
yeah, that's about it. Just in being moms to these twins, mom and dads of these twins. It's every day. It's more interesting territory.
Is it?
It is. They change, and you just have to change.
The girls are doing tennis.
You have to roll with it. They're doing tennis.
They are doing tennis.
You have to roll with it. They're very. I'll tell you what, though, they are very sweet, and everybody tells us this about them. They're like, oh, these girls are so sweet, and they are. But they can also be super annoying, but they are super sweet at the same time. Like they're quick with the hugs.
Yep, and Zoe forcing you to hug.
Zoe's a little forceful with it.
Forceful with the hug.
We've had to talk to her about hugging.
And then it's like when she kisses you, she's like, you're gonna kiss me in my mouth.
And for a long time.
Even though
she doesn't do a peck in the mouth. She's
even
like,
though I'm sick. It's like,
so I had to no, but I told her, you only kiss mommy and daddy on the lips. Everybody else you kiss on the cheek, because she will like try to force her aunts and just anybody give her a kiss on the lips. I'm like, mommy and daddy only.
Yeah.
I don't know when I'm gonna stop kissing her on the lips. I know that some older people, they still kiss their mom and dad on the lips.
It all depends on the child.
It depends on the family.
I kiss my mom on the cheek still.
I mean cheek, yeah, but I
never kiss my mom on the lip though.
I don't remember. Mm-hmm. I'm sure I did when I was little, like their age. Mm-hmm. So one day I'll have to stop. I don't know when that stops. I don't know. But all right, so yeah, so that's what we've been up to. I'm glad y'all could at least see what. We just wanted to check in with y'all.
Yeah.
Not like a super informative show, but we might have some more stuff for y'all in the future. Maybe.
Yeah. We'll see how this week
excited.
goes. This is a short week, so we'll see how it goes. Maybe we'll do a show next Monday.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm thinking we will.
Okay. If you want to reach us, you can do so by email. The email is thevalentinecast@gmail.com. You can also see our blog at thevalentinecast.com. The podcast Twitter feed is also ValentineCast. The Facebook page is facebook.com/ValentineCast. All right.
Video of this and previous episodes can be seen at youtube.com/ValentineCast. Jay's Twitter feed is The Cowboy. That's TheCaoboi. And my Twitter feed is The Ice Flow. I'm feeling it.
All right, everyone. Have a good week. If you're in Louisville, be careful. It's hot out there. It's like
stay
hot.
inside. That's my advice.
It's hot.
Stay inside.
Anyway, you all take it easy.
Bye,
and
everybody.
We'll see you next time. Love you, Valentine.
Peace.
Oh.
Mwah. Boops. I posted that link to